The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hanging with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Thursday! Thanks, Coach. Looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, where it is a gloomy 76 degrees. The high is 80. The low is 69.
Hey, get low. He is Nate. This is Shannon. In the back is Chris Bean, keeping us live and local. This is my boy, Kurt Three Pumps Daniels. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille people. Feel us when we speak.
Brought to you each and every show by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
New fries, baby.
By the way, we will have some breaking news on behalf of Wingstop coming soon. I don't think I can say anything yet.
Breaking news, Wingstop changed their fries.
They
They changed their fries.
I was not aware of this. When did this happen?
Maybe like a month ago?
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that's been.
And I'm excited about the change.
Yeah, you approve.
I
right?
approve.
Yeah.
Same seasoning. They didn't lose the seasoning. They just changed the fry style.
Okay.
Texture.
Yeah, like it's more.
It's soaky.
It's more like a French fry.
You know their fries are very polarizing. You either love their fries, or you did not like their fries.
No, this one is more.
You approve.
I approve.
Okay.
But I will say this: they had the type fries that you could reheat. You know, you could reheat them.
You weren't reheating them. You were finished cooking them.
Yeah, then you reheat.
That's what you were doing. You were finishing the cook.
Remember, that's a sponsor.
I know.
Reheat.
I like them.
Yeah,
Their new fries are amazing.
You like crunchy fries, some crunch to your fries.
A little bit, a little snap.
Okay,
a little snap to
See,
them.
I don't mind the all natural fry that's a little flimsy and. See, I like those. I'm good. It's hard for me.
Flaccid fry.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Wow.
Oh, Kurt.
Wow.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That's a good one.
I would have never thought.
That was a good one.
Pumps rubbing off.
That's a good one.
Three pumps coming into effect.
So go try the fries. I'm gonna have to try them now. It's been about a month since I've had it.
Yeah.
You almost made me not want to eat them.
Next time they get Wingstop, he's gonna go. Yeah,
I'm gonna stick to the chicken. I'm gonna stick to the chicken.
Stick with the chicken. All right.
I got that hot honey rub though.
But which one, boneless?
No, we don't do boneless. We don't do boneless. That's chicken nuggets.
I just was informed. I can't believe I just figured this out. We won't be together till training camp, and then probably after camp, because I doubt we all go to camp, and if we do, it probably won't be at the same time. So it's going to be 2 months before we do another show together again in person.
I miss
my
you
feelings
guys.
a little bit, man. So I guess we should, since it's been about 2 months since we actually talked about football. We should start the break with some football. So what happened this week? Fill me in. You guys are in the know. What happened on the other side of that wall? Anything of note?
Minicamp.
Okay. Anything happened at minicamp?
Jerry and Micah talked.
Yeah.
Okay. They getting
Not
close.
about
Michael was here.
not about contracts.
He got out there and even did a few drills. And
Okay, let's talk about that. Jesse, you said last week you don't blame him, nor would you go out there and do drills. You'd be here, right, for the guys. Would you be in the building at all? And just not participate?
I would be here.
What would you do?
I would Marshawn Lynch.
Okay.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Okay.
That's what I would.
But you wouldn't go out and run a few drills or participate? Would you, Nate, knowing all the money that's on the line?
No.
Would you be in the building?
Yeah, I'd be out around talking and having fun, laughing. All right, fellas, see you after practice.
Go sweat.
Yeah.
So do you like that he was here and that he participated a little bit, or is that a little risky when all that's going on?
I think Micah, to his credit, has taken a page or pages from the Joneses playbook.
Okay, explain.
A lot of times, the person who has the bigger platform and the biggest voice gets to control the narrative. And when you go away and you don't say anything and you don't talk and no one's there to ask you any questions, whoever gets a chance to talk about the narrative controls it.
Yeah.
Which a lot of times when you talk about the narrative, when Jerry speaks, when somebody from that family speaks, they're the loudest voice. Yeah. They control the narrative. And when you go away from everybody and you're not talking because you're holding out, then you look like the bad guy. And for Micah, he's kind of flipped it back on to the Joneses, saying, I'm tweeting the right things. I'm saying the right things. I'm going to be present. I'm going to be out here.
I'm here. I'm talking to Jerry.
I'm talking. Like, I'm doing all of these positive things so that the fans can't look at me and say, oh, I'm selfish. Oh, I only care about the money. Oh, I'm not being a leader like I said I would. So he's taken a page from the Joneses, flipped it back on them, and it's kind of kept a positive narrative in the eyes of the court of public opinion by the way that he's approaching his hold-in-ish. Is it a hold-in-ish? Hold-in-ish, because he's not doing everything, but he's doing some things, but he's not fully all in.
Yeah. And you can feel it. I feel like there's a fan sentiment that is starting to rally behind Micah because you know what? For all the great he does on the field in this room, we get after him a little bit for some of the stuff he does off the field that he talks, right? He's starting to do the right thing, right? On the flip side of the coin, controlling the narrative, not being here. His partner in crime Trayvon's not here, right?
No, Trayvon's here.
He's here.
He's here, but he wasn't.
He wasn't here.
Wasn't here.
Right.
So I feel like the court of public opinion is rallying behind Micah, and then it's kind of like, well, he's doing the right things. Where's everybody else? Where are the other leaders on the team? So it's kind of a, I feel like he's starting to do. Is somebody in his ear, or is he starting to figure this stuff out? What do you guys think?
Trayvon?
No, Micah. Micah.
Yeah, I think he's been talking about he wants to be a leader, and he's kind of hold back because DeMarcus is here and some of the other guys. This is his time now. If he wants to be a leader, he's got to step and be a leader, and I think he's kind of recognizing that. I'm glad he's here.
Me too.
And I know from a contract standpoint, it's probably not the smartest thing to do, but I mean, he's not. They're not hitting or anything.
Well, here's the thing about the contract, right? Because it's a little bit different with guys who are still on their rookie deals. Yes, the fines can accrue.
Yeah.
But players who are still on their rookie deals, how it used to be in the past is they accumulate all these fines, but then when they finally sign, it goes away. Right. Team can wipe it out. Mm-hmm. So players who are still on rookie deals still fall under that law. So even if Micah was to accumulate fines, whenever he got to the point of signing, it cancels out. Yeah. Unlike when Zach Martin was being fined, they hadn't had to write that number into the contract to kind of make up for it. Mm-hmm. If you're not on your rookie deal, they can fine you, but they cannot wipe it away. They cannot rescind the fines. Only those who are still under their rookie contract can their fines be rescinded by the team.
Okay.
Sounds like he's being very proactive and
he's playing the court of public opinion game to a T. And he's doing a great job with it.
See, but I think it's more than just public opinion. I think he's within that team. He's trying to.
Oh, you're saying like he's really trying to step up and be a leader.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he's trying to take on that role and be here because he knows if he's not here, like you said, he loses the voice and.
Okay.
So I think there's more to it than maybe I hope there's more to it than
that's. I mean, I see where you're coming from.
I will say it feels like now he's starting to do instead of just say.
Yeah.
As to where before this instance, it was there wasn't really anything for him to do after the season to prove it. Now that there's actually actionable items, this was a big deal, I think. To step towards being whatever it is he's trying to be, right?
Because last year when he needed to be at these voluntary things with a new defense coordinator, he didn't show. And, this year he is showing a whole lot more and been a little bit more active, like Jess said, and his partner in crime, the Three Pump, said, hey, you're doing their thing, man. So it's just good to see I tell this right here. Coach Schottenheimer, he is doing a magnificent job of where these guys are and what he's asking them to do. Everybody seems to be doing their part. They're playing their part, and so it gets you even more excited about going to camp. And I'm excited that Jess is going to be out there. I'm hoping you two guys will show up and because last year
you gonna let us crash in your room
if you need to, because brother, I felt like the Lone Ranger trying to get some of this stuff across. You know what I'm saying? And then when the season started, everybody said, "Well, what about this guy?" Well, I tried to, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I want somebody else to see if this guy's doing well or if this guy not doing well. I want, because, but we did a little legend thing and. Coach Schottenheimer did a great job with explaining what he wanted in practice, how he wanted guys to practice, what they were doing. I mean, he understands it. He understands what all of this is about. All you trying to do when you're doing all of these camps, it's one goal. It's only one goal. Besides the bonding that you possibly can have, know your plays.
Yeah,
that's all it's about. Get out there, learn how to run your plays, and run them as fast as you can with all the knowledge you can. That's the only thing you're trying to cover. Everybody talking about a dude done bulked up, and this dude looked like this, and this dude doing this, and bruh, we'll find out when the Rams show up. Okay, when the Rams show up in practice, then we'll be talking about it. All
right. Before we go to break, let me back up. Trayvon here.
Yes.
What's the deal with the possible fines and all that?
That's already done, bro. He ain't got 85%.
No, he had to be here to work with the team trainers for like
that's what I was referring
84 point something percent of the time, and he's not going to hit that. But they can de-escalate. There's a clause in his contract. I guess a lot of these big players, top players, there's a de-escalation clause where if they aren't in the off-season program 85% of the time, the team can drop their salary $500,000 for the season, which is a lot of money to give up just to work out in Miami.
So, and talk this with the way training is, and everybody now these days has their own guys, and when it comes to things like that, what goes through a player's mind when they're rehabbing and they don't want to come back to the facility. They'd rather use their own people or their own training thing rather than using – is that becoming more and more common? Was that a thing back when y'all played?
That's not smart. It's not smart.
Why not?
Because if you were to use – and maybe I'm wrong. Did he use his own personal doctors for this surgery? Because if he used his own personal doctors and they let the Cowboys know – what they were doing step by step, that's one thing.
Oh, no.
But
if you Dr. Cooper.
But if you use the Dallas Cowboys doctors, they worked hand in hand with the Dallas Cowboys trainers. So you need to be here to be on page with the Dallas football team.
I just want to put a small correction in that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, correct me. That's
small little thing is because I don't want people to confuse this. Dr. Cooper is not the Dallas Cowboys.
No, he's not.
Right? I just want to make sure that he's an independent doctor who works with the Cowboys.
Yes.
But he also works with other players from other NFL teams as well as
he's one of the top-rated.
Correct. I just wanted to put that. He's not the Cowboys doctor. He's his own.
He has a great relationship.
Yes.
With the Dallas Cowboys trainers. The bottom line is this right here. When they signed the check, I don't think whoever he's working with in Miami signs a check for him. You understand this right here. At the end of the day, if something go wrong, you're not going to blame the people in Miami. You're going to blame the people that's connected with the Dallas Cowboys. So they should have the first and foremost ability to bring you through this rehab. This new world order gonna get a lot of kids in trouble.
Mm-hmm. So part of what I've gathered from the whole situation was Trayvon is in Miami working with the rehab specialist who his brother
worked
with and got him back on the field from a very similar injury in 6 months. Now, here's there's a couple things. They are brothers. One has a different work ethic than the other. If you follow Stephon and he's a worker. Like he's the type A worker. Like you don't have to beg him to come in and work. I'm not saying that you have to do that with Trayvon, but history has said that Trayvon is not one who takes and attacks his rehab with the level of veracity that's necessary to get back in 6 months. Secondly, different body styles. Just because Stephon got back in 6, don't mean Trayvon gonna get back in 6. So those are some of the things that was said that why he went to. And again, it is Miami. It is South Beach. That's always a push.
To your point, I see what you're saying, and maybe if you in your head as a player, maybe say I'm gonna show everybody. Maybe you got that chip that's gonna drive you be that type A guy, but still, when it's said and done, the people you're going to have to answer to is upstairs.
Correct.
Yep. And so everybody can talk all that. You can talk all that garbage. And I'm talking to all the ignorant media types out there that's trying to bend it the other way. I'm talking to all y'all. Because at the end of the day, you media types, you have to answer to your boss that signs your check. And it's the same. I don't care how you do it. At the end of the day, you see whatever Mr. Jones, however he scribbled his name, that's the check you see. That's the man or woman or family you have to answer to. So I'm just hoping that the young man understands that.
And you still have to come back here anyway and get cleared by the Cowboys doctors. Like you still have that still has to. They still have to say. You can go over there and say, oh, yeah, we worked for this long time, he's ready to go. It still has to go through Britt and then Jim.
Yes.
And they have to sign off on it and go, okay, now he's ready to go from our standpoint.
And look, I'm not ever going to tell anybody, like, that's your body. That's your property. Like, how you should treat your body and how you should rehab and do all that. But to me, it would just make more sense if I was my surgeon was here and the people that work with that surgeon and have for years and years and know what that type of injury is, and all of them are here in the building all the time, it would help me know what do I need to do? How am I on track? Am I doing this? I'm not having to fly back and forth or send photos or x-rays. Like I just walk down the hall. Hey, I got a little twinge here. What do you think that is? What can I do? Am I progressing the right way? Am I on the cords long enough? Am I doing this? Like, to me, it would just make. And if I was really, really serious about my rehab and my training in general, I would say, trainer, rehabist, meet me in West Monroe, Louisiana, where there is nothing to do, no distractions, no beach, and we're going to work. That's all we're going to do. 8 hours a day, we're going to work, we're going to rehab, and then every once in a while I'll fly to Miami and have my fun for the weekend, but then I'm going to come back and I'm going to work, because there ain't no way in hell like I could go to Miami or San Diego or Mexico and legitimately rehab. Like, I would be going out to dinner every night. Even if I wasn't a partier, I would find, like, I want to go somewhere ugly, somewhere nasty that like gets on you. Like, you gotta.
You want that Rocky One?
Yeah.
You want the Rocky One when he's
in a breaking rib.
Yeah. You want the meat packing joint.
Yeah. I gotta walk outside. I gotta work to breathe. That way,
you want to go to Russia.
Yes, that way when I get back to Dallas, it's like it's like I feel lighter.
The thing, and if he come back day one, 100%. Rocking and rolling, who's going to be upset? No one.
Right.
No one.
Right.
I mean, this is one time you hoping in your mind, okay, he going to show the world. You know, he stayed away and he gonna show the world.
That's what the documentary said he's gonna do. The documentary said, I'm showing you the first rehab that I did, that they said that I didn't do well, and now I'm gonna show you the second rehab.
If you come back like that.
We're gonna see. And he's come out and said that he wants and hopes and preparing to be ready for week 1 of the season.
That's
player talking.
That's aggressive.
That's a player talking.
I would love it.
His surgery is more serious than the ACL, right? I think he had the
ACL.
Last year.
Then he had the graft.
Yeah, which apparently it's more of a.
It was a to-do thing. Yeah. The thing, because one thing, I know how Jesse felt as an ex-player, you know, and y'all are big fans and lovers of the Cowboys, so we all think, but just come back, man, and be that guy.
Right.
You know, we just giving our opinion, you know, and I want this kid to succeed, man, because if he succeeds, the team succeeds.
Yep.
You know, and his family succeed.
Yep.
You know, that bank account just continue to grow.
And you're right. That's if that's his way to rehab, good. My way to be rehab would be go get some stink on me somewhere.
My way to rehab is be over there early in the morning, over there to the Browns. Yeah, that would be my rehab.
What would your rehab be, Kurt?
With Brett.
You would be here in the building?
Oh, yeah.
Got to be, man. Got to be. Because
it's too easy to get distracted.
Oh, I would be the king of distraction, rehabbing. Because I'd be like, you know what? I could take one day off. One day ain't going to hurt me. And then, you know what?
See, you used to go
2 days, it really ain't going to hurt.
You used to force a player. You really could. Back if you had surgery
make
in the old days. Oh yeah, hey son, I need you in the building. You know, but the way these contracts are made and the way the Players Association finally started stepping up after 30 years and not ever stepping up, now they step up. You know, so what you laughing about?
Oh, you just funny, man. Nate Dowd, that's a personal story.
He holds something back on that one. That's an off.
I remember Michael Irvin stood up and told us not to sign that bargaining agreement, which we shouldn't have. Everybody thinking Mike Cray, you just coming off a bender. And Mike was telling us the truth.
All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, more football talk on Hanging with the Boys. Be right back.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust Blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with Blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit Blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole, made with real Hass avocados, will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouthwatering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Hey, Cowboys fans, a 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. That, along with all our other favorite Tyson Foods products, sure make game day special. Score some delicious Tyson Cowboys Nuggets and become a game day star, just like our Cowboys. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every day by Blockchain.com.
Blockchain, baby.
Thank you, Blockchain.com. Kurt.
Yeah.
That's 7-Eleven.
Oh, right.
There is a $5,000 winner every single day. Shop with 7 rewards. Then play the in-app game for a chance to win $5,000 in cash. New daily cash winners only at 7-Eleven. Are you next? No purchase necessary. Ends 1/6/2026. U.S. and D.C. ages 16 and over. For full official rules and free gameplay, go to 5k-a-day.com/rules. There you go.
Oh, big gulp, son.
Get it in.
Got gas today.
Well, see you later.
There you go. Did you fill up?
Sure did.
Hit the zeros.
What, you got some Dodgels?
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
I don't know what that is.
Tell us off air.
I don't know what that is.
The old folks said, I got gas. Agree to some Dodgels. They break up.
Oh, so like Gas X? Or,
yeah.
I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, I don't know whether to laugh or not laugh.
Yeah,
or,
no.
Am I going to get in trouble if I laugh? Like,
Is I'm going along with that?
Yeah.
Beano? Was that stuff? Beano?
I don't know.
Gas
I don't know.
remover?
That's getting too close.
Yeah.
All right, so what's
I
going
meant
on?
to say Gas X. Thank you, Jess.
What's going on with the second-round draft picks around the league? Explain this to me. What's happening?
Well, traditionally, they're all slotted. The amount of money is slotted for each pick, but they haven't been guaranteed contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this year, the first 2 picks in the second round, those teams, Cleveland and somebody else, guaranteed those 2 contracts for whatever reason. Well, now every other guy in the second round, the agents are going, oh, we want guaranteed contracts. So now everybody's
Cleveland screwed it up for everybody.
Oh, man.
Cleveland gave Deshaun Watson $230 million guaranteed. They give us second-round picks guaranteed money. At some point in time, the owners are going to be like, listen, Haslam, let me talk to you for a second, my boy. Like, if you want to stay in this league, stop doing what's going to cost us more money. Yeah. And so now,
they don't even let that owner hang out with them no more. All the other owners hang out. You go over there. Yeah. Man, we going over here.
Texans were the other team. They started it. They gave the second pick in the second round
real quick,
guaranteed money, and then the Browns did it with the first pick in the second round. Now everybody else, Donovan, the second round pick,
Ezeraku.
Okay, he's out here working out. He's doing his part, but yeah, it's so screwy thing.
He's working out, but he doesn't have a contract.
Yeah,
correct.
Which is very risky, right?
If I'm not mistaken, rookies have kind of a clause that if something does happen, before you sign your deal, there is like some sort of insurance clause in it that you can get something. Now those clauses aren't in when you get those veteran contracts. That's why you see a lot of guys go, I ain't showing up. I'm not doing any of that. But I want to say that I'm sure that in the rookies, there's some sort of insurance clause that if something happens before they sign their deal, they're still covered with some sort of money.
Yeah, it's such a crazy deal, though.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll ever? I know the players they'll never get to where there's fully guaranteed contracts
for football.
Yeah.
No. Not with that number of players, but I think wouldn't surprise me if you'll see second rounders getting guaranteed money. Start expanding the people that get them, and they're already expanding the amount and all that with the big players. But these young guys, the really bottom of the roster guys, aren't going to get guaranteed.
No. I think you'll see before you see guarantees for like second and third rounders. I think you'll see the quarterbacks get removed from the salary cap number.
Make that just a separate
number. I think that'll happen before.
Yeah, that'd be nice, huh?
Yeah.
They should do that.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Especially since we have one of the most expensive.
One of the guys I do a show with named Ro Parrish. He had a good kind of a concept. Like every 5 years, there should be a salary cap free year. So every 5 to 7 years, something like that. Every NFL team can spend as much money as they want on their roster for that 1 year.
Then the next year they have to be back.
Then you got to be back. Then
it's all a 1 year deal.
Yeah.
So you just go sign make a bunch of guys really rich.
Well, yeah.
And then be like, hey, you're going to be out on the street next year, but here's the bag.
Yeah, I can sign.
You get a bag. You get a bag. You get a bag.
I can go and sign whoever I want, whatever I want, as much as I want for that year.
Like college.
I still think they ought to create some kind of relegation system.
For who?
NFL. Just create some other league. It's like a minor league. And every year, if you're one of the bottom, like they do in soccer, if you're one of the bottom teams in the league, 4, 6 teams, you go down and we bring another up, and
imagine that the Cowboys dropped into the second tier.
No,
that place would burn down.
Hey, let me ask y'all this real quick.
The Birmingham Bandits get moved up. That's crazy. Now the Birmingham Bandits in the NFC East.
Let me ask, this way off topic of what you guys talking about, because I've been thinking about it all day. Like Washington came on the scene last year, and just tell me what you think of Washington now. How they just popped on the scene. Was that real? Was that real? I mean, they got a young quarterback. Was that real?
I think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I thought Washington was building some pieces. Right? They had the Bama
pieces,
boys up front, right? They had some good linebackers.
Wide receiver.
Scary Terry was in there. They had a decent running back in Brian Robinson. They had a good combination of bringing in a head coach and Dan Quinn, and then like anything else, you get a quarterback, you put yourself in a position to win. If your quarterback is good enough, it elevates every other thing around you. And so they got Jayden Daniels, and he was able to elevate that team like no other quarterback could. And
so do you feel the same way about Denver? And is it Sean Payton, or is it the young guy?
Bo Nix.
Yeah.
I mean, they
feel that way?
I think they're building something.
They came on the scene, and I'm thinking, did we do enough to come back on the scene? Because Washington, I mean, we always knew they had the players, the others. They got a quarterback. Right. We always knew Denver had some pieces. They got a decent quarterback. They also got a smart mind in Sean Payton. I've been just thinking about that a lot, because is Pickens enough? Is this first round pick enough to make us competitive? Not I ain't talking about no second round or all this.
If Dak Prescott is healthy, you're competitive, right? Like if Dak Helfscott, if that's his name now,
you hang around me too long.
If Dak's health got better,
if Dak Helfscott got better, if Dak Prescott health is good, this team will be in playoff contention.
Yeah.
Not Super Bowl contention, in playoff contention.
Yeah.
And the conversation that I've had on my other show this week was, every single year we have these conversations, we break down like wins, right? Like, and I always come in and I say, all right, man, this quarterback give me 2-3 wins by itself. And this team looked like it could give me about 5 to 7 wins as a team by the roster constructed.
And the coach.
How many wins can this coach get me?
Yeah.
How many wins... like Sean McVay is good by himself for 3-4 wins. Yeah. You're right. Kyle Shanahan, it used to be Bill Belichick, was good for 3 wins where they find a little thing in that game where it works for them and it pulls out victory when all things didn't go well. And that is the big key. If Dak is healthy, you're going to be, I don't give a damn what Vegas is talking about, because they still ain't moved off this 7.5 wins.
Right.
Now maybe some people are getting some feeling some kind of way about that maybe being injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's healthy, he's gonna give you 7 wins, right? And now I need the team to give me another, maybe 1 or 2. What can this coaching and coaching staff? What can they do win wise?
And the thing is, like, no one has any idea.
None.
But no one had any idea about McVay or Shanahan, right? You don't know.
Dan Campbell.
First
year you thought he was going to be a joke.
So
biting the kneecaps off.
There's 2 coaches that we were looking at and we said they get wins off vibes. And maybe the vibes are coming from, like, Mike Tomlin. Doesn't coach offense, doesn't coach defense. All vibes. Dan Campbell doesn't coach offense, doesn't coach defense. All vibes, right? So all they do as coaches is create the atmosphere, the culture, right? The vibes. Mm-hmm. They don't call plays either or on game day.
Even though they'll say run the ball.
Right. They may get on a headset and say run the ball. They may get on a headset and say go forward or whatever it is. But Shotty being the head coach and offensive coordinator, what are you going to bring? How does you being the head coach get us over the playoff hump? Because you're going to get there with a healthy Dak. If you got a healthy Dak, you're probably getting into the playoffs. But what happens, to use a Nate term, what happens when the talent is equal to or greater?
Yes, sir.
How do we get over the hump? That's when you need your stars to rise and shine bright. That's when you need your head coach, your coaches, whoever the coordinators are. That's when I need for you to give us a distinct advantage under the headsets to pull out some of these victories. Will we have that with Schottenheimer? I don't know. Right now, vibes are high. Right? We first team all vibe.
Right.
Going on right now.
Yes, we are.
We all pro vibes around here.
We all culture team right now.
We first team all culture, all vibes. Will that be able to translate?
He had Tim Collishaw about to cry. At the end of the press conference today. Say, oh man, I'm about to cry, coach. I mean, Lord, Jesus, you get like that now?
Yeah, it's never happened around here where you had a unknown coach, right? As far as the rest of the league. Around here, he's known because he's been around here, but an unknown coach where the fans haven't just wanted to crucify him without giving him a chance. He's won the Cowboy fan base over. I think everybody, until you get that first loss, then it may be the sky's falling. But he has done every single thing right. And you know how cynical this fan base is. I can't believe we could have gone and got so-and-so. We could have done this or we could have done everything's been hunky-dory. Yeah. You made a really good move in going and getting Pickens. You kind of, that squashed all. We don't ever do anything in the offseason. Well, now you went and got a really good wide receiver. It's so quiet and so peaceful right now. It's what kind of hell is going to break loose in a few weeks when training camp starts? It's never been this peaceful after you got rid of a coach and after, all the questions that are out there. It's something's going to happen.
Because when you had a depleted roster, I should better say an unknown roster like this in a long time where we just don't know, who's who and how they're going to be positioned and
who's going to be healthy.
Yeah. Yes. Discussing a guy, I would never have thought for any team we'll be discussing a guy that had a semi-major surgery not be in the building. Have you ever heard of that before?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. He's had a pretty serious surgery and not in the building on a regular basis. So it's a lot of new territory we covering, fellas.
But that
team.
Isn't that you saying they're still showing 7 wins, 7.5 wins or whatever? I would think the defense and how that the defense still scares me a little. You got Micah and then what,
bunch of guys. Hang on to that thought.
Bland,
let us take the last break. And when we come back, we will answer that question. Think about it, Jeff.
You can't answer that one.
Because Kurt looked directly at you when he said that. We'll let you answer that when we come back for the last few minutes of Hanging with the Boys.
Hey, Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust Blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with Blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit Blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Dallas Cowboys Game Day is brought to you by Captain Morgan, the official spiced rum of the NFL. The NFL season is where legends are born on and off the field. Some are last-second plays that turn the tide and change a team's destiny, while others are of friends who follow the captain to make a regular get-together into the stuff of legends. Visit followthecaptain.com Please drink responsibly. Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum, 35% alcohol by volume. Captain Morgan Rum Company, New York, New York.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of Hanging with the Boys. Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, Nate Newton, Shannon Gross. The last time together for who knows when. It's going to be a minute.
In August.
So Kurt has a parting question. What about this defense? Go, Jesse.
Do they need to make any moves between now and training camp for that?
Because he said before we left off,
he got Micah.
He said we got Micah
that was a little extreme. We got some guy. We got some talent, but
we moved Bland over there too. Now
Bland's in there. Digazua. I mean, there's some other players obviously, but
Marifau.
You worry about. I mean, the defensive tackles are.
Who is that?
Stopping the runner still on the cornerbacks scare me. Because after Bland, who do you got? You know, it's all question marks after that. You know,
if the Cowboys are serious, like if you're serious about being more than just regular season contenders, I think you got to continue to turn over every stone, kick all those tires. Mm-hmm. You know, I know that. You know, we had a discussion the other day about Jalen Ramsey and Jair Alexander, and maybe some people are priced out of your market, but if what Stephen Jones says that football is a 365 year-round thing, then it should be that. It shouldn't be, when you come back off the yacht, right? Or when you leave Martha's Vineyard or the Hamptons or the south of France. It should be we're trying to acquire talent year-round. And there are question marks still left on this defense. While you signed, Osa and Solomon, those guys aren't run stoppers. Sorry. Yeah. Osa's not a run stopper. Solomon Thomas not a run stopper. Peyton Turner's not a run stopper. We don't know what Mozzie is right now. Like we don't know if he's not a run stopper.
He's a Maserati.
He's a Mozzie. And so they're bringing some guys in that from the UFL.
UFL guys and tryouts.
But again, I don't want to sit here and say, well, you're in the UFL for a reason, USFL for a reason, right? Like you're not going to be the guy that comes in. No. See, I don't want to be that guy that says that, but you're not going to be the guy that comes in here and all of a sudden become the run stopping guy that
mega.
No, you not saying that you can't make it to this league and be a player.
In the movie Mega,
but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe you're going to be the guy that comes in here and all of a sudden now the one position that we've been looking to fill for 30 years.
Wait a minute.
We
got a 3-time Super Bowl winner, 6-time Pro Bowler that made that transition.
And I made all USFL too.
You did pretty damn good making that transition.
But you got to understand, Reggie White was in the USFL. Steve Young was in the USFL.
Herschel Walker was in the
USFL.
It was a different USFL. I get it. The talent was a little deeper. I get it.
Gary
I just had to poke Jesse a little bit. That's why they were laughing.
I was laughing.
Yeah. So you should. You should be. And then you also have to remember that there are going to be people that get cut during training camp.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Like I thought George Pickens was a all-in-ish type of move, but finish it. Like go get more players around him. I don't care about honestly, I don't care about if George Pickens crash out, he crash out. I don't care.
It's almost like the hokey pokey, right? Put your left foot in, you take your left foot out. It's like, all right, we're going all in right here, right? Let's flip it and go get the other side where you get a Micah, 2.0.
Right.
And build. I'm kind of with you. Like, I feel really good about the offense.
One thing,
special teams offense.
I feel okay about the offense.
Run game's a little suspect.
Run game's a little sussy, and we don't know.
No.
The line.
We don't know about the line.
I feel good about the line.
Do you?
I haven't seen them, but I feel good about them.
This is what makes it nice. One thing we know, and we can all agree on, I think, is when it becomes 3rd and 4, 5, or 6. When Pickens run out there and my man run out there, CD, now you got a decision to make.
Right. Yes.
Whereas before now Dak don't have to worry about everybody playing a whole lot of games, especially if you have early completions to these two guys.
One of them's going to win, right?
So if you got early completions, that automatically helps our offensive coordinator.
But then you have holding left tackle.
Stop. See how you don't.
Right?
This is the last show for 2 months.
Right?
No.
Get started.
Let's end on positive.
Do not let Jesse get started.
Is that not a truthful thing?
This is
you go out there and you
let
go,
the pass be the pass.
Third down and 4. Let's rock and roll. Make a decision. Cool. Oh, what big time catch by George Pickens for a first down. He gets up, he does his thing, and he does his first down signal. Big time first down to CeeDee Lamb, and he does his thing. He can't wipe his nose anymore. That's gonna be a fine for him. But he'll do his first down thing, and then you look around and go, oh, but there's laundry on the ground.
Wow.
Holding.
Wow.
Offense, no, right?
But he's also said the right things. That's why I can't wait to get in training camp.
Yes.
Because he's also owned up his lack of production last year, this kid. And so I'm just so excited, man, to get to this training camp.
He was hard. He was one of the best off-season guys working.
Yeah, so I mean, he put he bulked up a little bit. I'm just as long as his hips stay loose and his feet stay right. Now his upper body, because last year he not only mentally, but he wasn't physically ready for this game, man. And I tried to tell everybody, this, you can do the Oklahoma two-step, but this thing for real in this East.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you guys think they had a good offseason? Offseason is done now. Do you think they had a good
offseason?
You talking about signing players?
Drafting.
Yeah,
I say good. Yes.
Yeah.
It's the best one in recent memory.
Seems like it, yeah.
Like, it's just the Pickens deal, just the fact that they actually went and spent collateral to go get somebody that can make an immediate impact. It's been a long
I knew it was a success when they said we gave up a third and not a fourth. Because whenever the Cowboys get up a fourth, you can wipe the deal out.
Let's go, Jonathan Mingo.
What are our plans? Go around the table before we leave. What are our plans between now and when we reconvene? When you head to training camp?
Starting with the rock and roll.
What you got anything going on, Kurt? Any vacations?
This has been a crazy busy off season for me here at work. So I'm going to got a documentary to do, a book to do, a magazine to do.
Oh,
there's a lot going on, so it's going to be pretty hectic.
Earning that money in the off season
keeps me employed, I guess.
Let's go.
Wow.
How about you, Nate? You driving anywhere? Of course he's driving. How many
driving somewhere?
But GPS.
We did. Our show got delayed. He an hour from being on the road.
No,
supposed to be an hour in already.
I'm good, man. I'm gonna go. I'm good. You're right. I'm good.
Any trips planned? Because I know you'll drive.
I never plan.
You just wake up.
I never
and go,
plan, man. I get my.
I'm going
GPS.
to Georgia today.
Yeah, I don't plan, man. I don't plan. But God is good. So, yeah. But Jesse. What are you? We talked about this.
Yeah,
what
Nate,
are you going to do?
Nate, I'm going to try to do something for me. I don't know what just yet. I'm going to try to take some time off and just do something for me.
Yeah.
Nate, we were talking about it beforehand, and just I'm going to try to do a week. I don't know if it's possible. I'm going to try to do a week where I just do me, just something.
Staying around here? You going to go somewhere?
I don't know. Or maybe go somewhere. Because Nate made a very good point. says you do all this stuff and you do for all these people, and you gather all your acorns and you put them in a tree, and then you die. And everybody else get to do what they always wanted to do.
Uncle Jesse, I thank you.
On your die.
And then they find your acorns and get fat and happy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like, you pass away, and now everybody's like, man, Uncle Jesse left me this, and I left me that, and my brother left me this, and my son left me this, and everybody like, oh, I got some extra money.
Let's go on a trip.
I'm gonna go travel. I'm like, I should have been doing that with the acorns that I got. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
You should.
I like that idea.
Chris, what you gonna do? Beam.
He already left.
Chris like,
right.
Chris is like, get the hell away from y'all.
Now Beam got some birthday parties he got to take care of.
Birthday party this weekend. Yes, I do.
Any family vacations? Anything fun?
We'll figure out something. I haven't really planned anything yet, but I'll jump on the road at some point probably.
Well, good.
See Nate passing me.
What about you, bro?
Nothing planned. Got a 5-year-old's birthday.
No, he going
party.
back to Monroe so he can get all over.
Get some stank on me.
You gonna get that? I know you're gonna get that stank from Monroe.
I know trailer park.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
It's called the paper mill.
Yeah, I know how that
People call it money.
Yeah,
place you can work in Monroe, actually make money, make decent money. The paper mill. We'll figure something out. Well, fellas. It'll be a minute before we see each other again. Maybe we'll go to training camp, Nate. Maybe we won't. If not, we'll see you back here. But
that's as well bowing out on us, man. Maybe we won't.
Hey, just give me the keys to the van. I'll sleep in the van.
I'll be there.
You going?
I'll be there.
You going this year?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Kurt, let's try to go.
Thanks to Danny McCray.
No, this ain't no Danny McCray's down.
Okay.
No,
shows out there.
But yeah,
huh?
Do a week of shows out there.
Yeah, man.
Talk Derek into it. They're both going to be out there. Let's go. Tell Derek get us a room for a few days. Fly us out.
You can sleep on my couch.
There you go. Derek, I just need a flight. Hook it up. American Airlines.
Look, you ain't gonna pay for that. You know you.
Stick around me long enough, baby. The answer's always no until you ask.
Jesse's like, nah, I ain't sleeping on your couch.
No, I'm not. But I will. Janet can.
Yeah, I will. I'll do it.
No, Jesse's just gonna hit other people's hotels for breakfast.
Buffet.
I'm coming right down to the complex.
All right, fellas. Good seeing y'all. See y'all in a month or two, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to you before then. I'm sure the group chat will be.
Yeah. Something will happen.
We'll get a street sign somewhere on the highway from Nate, and it'll start some other conversation. So
before we go, remember, fellas, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So I want all my fellas, man, I love you guys, all the people who are listening, who are battling mental health, depression, anxiety, all these things, man. I am an advocate. I am a brother with you in this fight. Take care of yourself. Talk to someone. Get some help. Reach out to someone. But just remember and know that we love you. You're important. That your absence would be greater than what you feel your presence would be. So don't go away. Stay right here with us, man.
Boy, you fess up.
Yeah, stay right here with us, man. Take care of your mentals and your dentals. Take care of your mentals and your dentals, man. And know that you matter. And yeah. We love you.
You know what? Do this.
Halfway through the month, he just told us this.
Yeah, do this. Everybody that listens to the show, take your phone out right now, male or female, and just text somebody. Say, hey, checking in on you.
Do it.
Seeing how you doing.
Do it.
Sometimes that's you would
call them and say goodnight.
Yeah,
you could do that too. It might be a little creepy. You might not get the response you want, but text somebody.
Especially the ones that you think are strong. Especially those people. When you're like, oh no, he's good. They're good. They're always good. Those are the people you really need to check on.
For sure. All right, fellas, have a good one for another month or two. Yeah. We are.
Well, he don't.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?